How's it going, YouTube? Luke of Troy here. I'm making a video in response to a video that Together for Peace made a little while ago. It's taken me a while to get around to this video. It's his video called "What Does Atheism Offer? Nothing." I want to concede that point. Atheism in and of itself offers nothing. But what he does there, it's a little bit dishonest. I don't know if he realizes he's doing it. I'm assuming he doesn't realize he's doing it. But he's offering up a false counterpoint for atheism. The counterpoint for atheism is not being a member of the Christian church and having a relationship with its various mythological figures and following the doctrines and being a part of the community. The correct counterpoint to atheism is theism, which is straight up, I do believe in God, or I do not believe in God. Which, by the way, is not the same as I believe there is no God, but that's another video. So just straight up saying, I believe there is a creator God, I mean, even deism is still a subset of theism. So from that specific point, you don't get anything out of just theism. Taking that step to theism or to atheism opens and closes doors. For the theist, it opens the door to polytheism or monotheism. Any of the religions that actually have creator gods in them. And then from that step you can go to saying, okay, yes, I believe in the specific creator God, Yahweh. And then you can say from there, okay, yes, I also believe that Jesus Christ was his son and the Redeemer of man. Even up to that point, all you're stating is beliefs, so you don't actually get anything out of it. All you have is these particular beliefs. The point where you start getting things out of it is when you actually say, okay, now that I believe these things, what am I going to do with this information? And you have the Bible, which has various rules and morals and ideas and stories and various things from which you can actually get. And if you believe it's true, you're obviously going to get something out of it. So your connection with God and your relationship with God and your experience with God, all these things that you say that you get out of your own religion, those things that you say atheists don't get, which is true, atheists don't get them, that is not the immediate counterpoint to atheism. At the same point, theism, even though you don't get anything out of just straight theism, it is a very important step. It's important that you be a theist in order to be a Christian. As an atheist, I say that I don't get anything out of just being an atheist, but it's opened up various doors and ideas and possibilities that theism simply closes. Humanist philosophy is something that theism, or Christian theism at the very least, rules out. You can't be a humanist and a Christian, because Christians believe that humans have fallen and they believe that they are either going to heaven or they're doomed to hell. A humanist is someone that actually has a hope or an optimism about the species as a whole. Naturalists, which is another position that flows from atheism, another straight up belief that on its own doesn't actually give you anything. If they believe it's the only chance that we've got and the only life we're ever going to get. I believe human beings have a great deal of potential. There is really something about us that sets us apart from the natural world, even though we are a product of the natural world. We seem to be able to change things, and we seem to be able to do things that just other animals like us can't do. We can think and we can feel and we can understand the world and our own place in it. What I get from humanism is an appreciation for us as human beings, an appreciation for the real world, and that makes me care about other human beings, and that is why I will make videos on YouTube and I'll talk to my friends, whatever, and I will discourage supernatural thinking because I think it's destructive. But I also think that a naturalistic worldview is actually a better worldview. I think it is a happier worldview. I think it is a less destructive worldview. I think it's demonstrably a less destructive worldview. I can't imagine any theist getting out of Christianity the kind of respect and awe of the natural universe that I get that stems from my atheism, and then my naturalism, and then my humanism, and then my own personal philosophy, which I am able to sculpt and mold and change as I get more information. These are all things that I get out of being an atheist, as an extension of being an atheist. These are doors that are open to me because I'm an atheist, and they're doors that I want to open for other people that don't realize they're available. One of the greatest things, one of the most awesome and incredible things that I get out of my naturalist position is the realization that life comes from totally natural, totally mindless sources. And our universe comes from more or less nothing. It's not exactly nothing. It's just, I'm not going to go into the physics of it because I don't really know it that well. But the Big Bang came from nothing that was anything like what we can possibly experience now. So for all intents and purposes, nothing. For me, that's kind of like going into a casino with no money. And then all of a sudden, you start to get some money. And then you're placing bets and getting more and more and more and more money. And all of a sudden, you've got just more money than you know what to do with. And you're in this incredible position where, wow, I've come in here with nothing. And I have this incredible, amazing opportunity. I am not afraid of failure at this point because I realize I've actually come not only with nothing, but from nothing. And I have no fear of failing, but I do have a fear of not trying. Because wouldn't that just be an unimaginable waste? Really? To come into this world from nothing, to come in with nothing, and to have this incredible opportunity to understand the world and the universe and whatever lies beyond that to the best of your capability, to promote and to help in the search for scientific understanding and philosophical understanding, to just be a part of this great drama of existence, to not worry about the fact that if you fail, then at least you tried and you haven't actually lost anything. You just basically where you started. That's what I gained from my atheism. The understanding that I have an incredible opportunity, that I have everything to gain and nothing to lose. I don't feel pressured by the society or the culture to conform to any specific mold. I do so as it is prudent and as I find it necessary, but I don't restrict myself to any existing dogma or religious code or anything like that. I am free to explore and develop my own ethical systems as I progress through life and gain more information. I share an immense connection with other humans and other animals and with just nature as a whole. Carl Sagan said that we're stardust. We are quite literally particles that were formed in stars. So I even have a connection with non-living things, and it's not a supernatural one. It's not some dodgy hippie sort of like freak out type of thing. It's just an understanding that I have these things in common with the natural world, and I am a part of the natural world, and I want to explore it and experience it and be a part of it as much as I can, and help lay the way for those sentient beings that follow me so that they can experience it hopefully in a much deeper or much more or inspiring way than myself. I know that you think that you found the universe in Jesus Christ, and I know that you think those that don't have Christ are bound for hell after this earth and probably not going to be having much fun even on the earth. That's the way cults work. I promise you, there is all these atheists that are on YouTube. They come in all different varieties, all different colors, shapes and sizes, and they all have different opinions, and they're all experiencing the world separately. But the one thing they have in common is they are here, they are trying to help people, and they believe quite certainly that atheism actually offers more than theism ever could, because if nothing else, it's the truth. And in my opinion, as an optimist, the truth is always going to be better than a magical lie. Together for peace. I really hope that you watch this video and that you respond in some way. I hope this helps you to understand why we feel the stakes are so high, and we actually want to be a part of the process, and we want to change people's minds and help people, because we don't want to throw this all away. We don't want to waste the opportunity. We're happy to try and fail. Well, I'm happy to try and fail, but the tragedy would be in the not trying, would be in the winning the greatest lottery in universe, and being alive, and not only being alive but being a thoughtful, sentient, emotional person, and to waste it on false promises of an afterlife. So yeah, you may say theism offers you a connection with the other world, but atheism offers you a connection with this one, and that's what atheism gives you.